Okay, so here's the truth on this. The president called out and said that Sergeant James Crowley was acting stupidly when he didn't know the facts. First of all, you don't make a statement like that as the President of the United States before you know all the facts. Admittingly, he even said he didn't know all the facts. Now, about racial profiling, let's talk about that. How are the police supposed to do their job when they're accused of racial profiling in a situation like this? This was a situation, read the report if you don't believe me, this was a situation where Sergeant Crowley was sent to a call to check a male black possibly breaking into a house. The neighbor had called the police because that particular house was broken into a while ago. So they called the police thinking someone was breaking in again. She didn't recognize her as being the owner. When the police get there, the guy says he's the owner of the house. Well, Sergeant Crowley has no way of knowing that. He's sent to the call. Profiling is when you're trying to look at somebody and think based on the way they look, you're profiling them into a certain category, and then you're trying to get a crime out of them, and then you're stopping them. He was sent to the call. So after the man refuses to give the officer any identification. So the officer is kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. What's he supposed to do? Simply ignore it and drive on? He's got to establish that this guy actually lives there. Well, when he refuses to give it, he starts yelling out profanities, per the report, to all the people that are watching. There's now people watching yelling out, this is how a black man's treated in the United States. And he goes on and on. Well, finally, Sergeant Crowley arrests him for disorderly, because now he's outside his house and he's causing a scene. What are the police supposed to do? So, I don't know, whatever. You want to know the real racist? The real racist is the idiot, the guy that was actually trying to get in his own house. He's the real racist. He had a chip on his shoulder because a white police officer asked him for his ID. He was offended. He's the racist, not the cop.